What's going on, everybody? It's Drew Diver here from Buffalo, New York. Just wanted to, I know it's been a long time since I talked to quite a few of you guys, but just wanted to reconnect. I'm sure we'll get a chance to catch up very soon. But something just came across my desk, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But before I had that, we talked about that part of the conversation. I want to get to something else, something that helped me out, business principle wise, when it comes to money. What I realized is a lot of us have been taught and conditioned to be on the wrong side of money. So that becomes a financial problem for a lot of us. So we spend a lot of time trying to find things to do to make more money. And it really comes down to a few things. So me understanding this one principle here though, this changed my whole financial landscape when it came to making money. I was able to double my income at my job just based on this principle I'm about to share with you guys. But first, we'll start with the cash flow quadrant. Now, you should be taking notes so that you can definitely mirror what I'm doing here. So this is the cash flow quadrant. If you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, he talks about this in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Definitely a book you want to go get if you haven't read it already. So the E quadrant, E stands for employee. Now, when I said that we're conditioned to be on the wrong side of money, let's just consider this part of the equation, everything on this side, to be the wrong side. Nothing wrong with having a job or anything like that, but you'll understand why. So the first quadrant is the E quadrant. 60% of people fall in this category. Whenever somebody is making money in the world, they're doing it from an employee standpoint where they're working for somebody to have a job, they work for a company or corporation, anywhere where you're a salary or hourly rate employee or person who gets paid, this is an employee quadrant person. So you want to make that move down to the self-employed. Now, there's nothing wrong with being an employee, but you're capped. It's a limit on how much money you can make. Being self-employed is the first step you make to actually starting to see money without a limit. These are commission jobs. These are people who are sole proprietors, people who open their own businesses. But the problem is with being self-employed, it's all you. See, everything on the left side is all about you, your work ethic, what you're doing to make money. And about 35% of people fall in this category here as being self-employed. So as you can see on the left side, 95% of all the money made comes from the left side as far as people, the way people make money. 95% of folks fall in this category. Now, what you want to do is transition from there to the business owner. This is where your business operates without you being there. So J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather get paid 1% of 100 people's efforts as opposed to being paid 100% of my own, because now you take you out of the equation in the business quadrant. Here and here, it's all about you. Whatever you can produce is what you make. As a self-employed person, yes, you don't have a ceiling, you can make more money. But the real move is here. This right here, this will get you to the right side of the quadrant. This is the right side of the money right here, the right side of money, because now you're leveraging. On the left side, this is all you being leveraged. On the right side, it's you leveraging other things, whether it be other people, money, property, anything that appreciates with value, it'll be made on this side. So the first step is to move to the business quadrant. How do you do that? You open up a company like, let's say Walmart, maybe McDonald's, you franchise it, but something that operates or runs without you having to actually be there. Okay, so that's the business quadrant. Now, after they do that, this is where you accumulate wealth on this side. So after you can start to get your mind working on that philosophy there, then you transfer down to the investors quadrant. Now, this is where people start to move into stocks and bonds, mutual funds, foreign exchange, real estate, purchasing artwork, antiques. There's plenty of things you can do that adds value over time, but this is the investors quadrant, and that's where they make their money at. But the business quadrant only has 4% of people who make money coming from this quadrant. The investors quadrant is 1%. Now, the irony of the whole situation is it's 5% here overall. 5% of people make their money here, 95% make their money here. But the 5% on this side actually make 95% of all income made in the world. And the left side, the 95%, they only make 5%. So the whole thing is switching your thought process from a time for dollars to a value for dollars mentality. Once you can do that, then you'll start to see yourself get to a level where your income is not limited. It's not about you just working. So a lot of people know, majority of you know, I've been trading Forex for about 3 years now, right? Have some amount of success with it, and starting to branch out into some other things. I do realize there's a lot of people can't trade Forex. Everybody can't trade Forex. It's not for everybody, and that's understandable. However, what I did was I was looking for a way to actually make it possible for everybody to be able to trade Forex. And because I'm getting so many people like, hey, could you teach me? Could you show me what you're doing? I want to learn what you're doing. But there's a simpler way to do it. It's not easy, but it is simple. So I connected with a gentleman that was a former good business partner of mine named Michael Manuel out of North Carolina. And he's actually working with a company that got in touch with some software that is a part of the hedge funds, the big banks. They use this particular software to actually make money in the markets. So they don't have people like you and I manually trading to make money, but they have an actual AI software that makes money in the market for them. The big thing about that is this is what big major corporations use to make money. They don't have manual traders like you and I to do that. And if you check the Forbes list, a lot of the billionaires who are hedge fund managers or own a hedge fund company, they make their money using this type of software. So we were able to get in touch with a venture capitalist firm, and they scaled down the AI system so that we can use it for folks who don't put in $100,000 to $1 million in the market to be able to make money on. So we scaled it down. At first, they were only be able to do maybe $10,000 accounts or more, but now they have it for less than that. So anywhere from $1,000 and up. No cap. There's not any limits on how much money you can put into the market using this software. But the lowest is about $1,000 to be able to do it. I think very conservative trading, 500, but we'll figure that out as time goes on. But the key is really getting that software and being able to allow yourself to make money in the market. The software doesn't do everything on its own. You have to set its settings and its ramifications for you to be able to make money. It's definitely managing safe risks, but it will blow your account if you're a risky type trader or you're a risky person when it comes to making money. You don't want to risk that much to where you blow your account every time the AI system does something for you. Perks of it, it's faster than we are as manual traders. It knows a lot more. It sees a lot more in the market. So, haphazardly, you're definitely going to have the bang for your buck when it comes to investing in an AI software like this. I don't know if there's any out there that allow us who aren't, net worth of $1 million to be able to do it, but we'll be able to launch it July 22nd, not January, July 22nd, at midnight, 12 a.m. We'll be able to go ahead and put that out there to the market. If you can take down this date, July 21st at 8 p.m., I'm going to have Mr. Michael Manuel do a presentation where he'll be able to show you exactly how the AI system works. You'll be able to see it with live money, a real money account. There's nothing he won't show you. You can ask whatever questions you want to ask, and I just want to make sure that you guys had an opportunity to check it out, number one, and number two, get information directly from a person who's making thousands of dollars monthly with this particular AI system. I think he told me his results last week. He put about $30,000 in an account, and over 3 days, he was averaging about $1,000 a day. And I know Mike. Mike is a pretty good dude. He's been on Wall Street. He worked on Wall Street for a while and decided to step away from Wall Street to go into being a full-time entrepreneur. And he's been that way for the last 20 years or so. So he knows what he's doing. He knows about business, knows about making money, and definitely glad to connect with him on this project. I'll be connecting you with him as well. So you definitely want to make sure you take down that date, July 21st, 8 p.m. It's a Sunday evening. The market will be open, and you'll be able to see exactly how this particular AI software works. And I look forward to talking with you guys soon. And that'll be it. So with that being said, dream bigger, believe better, and expect greater. I'll talk to you guys soon.